Coming up on First at 4, rebuilding after the flood. We'll take you inside a local school that's been under construction for more than a year. Plus, going head-to-head, the race for the GOP presidential nomination is down to 2 contenders, the latest ahead of the nation's first primary vote.
Plus, enjoy the sunny weather because a wet week is on the way. Those details coming up as Mountain News First at 4 starts now.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News First at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Steve Hensley. First at 4, administrators with Jenkins Independent Schools are still working to build back after they sustained a lot of damage in the July 2022 flood. WYMT's Chandler Wilcox is in Jenkins with an update on a recent milestone they have passed.
Burdine Elementary has been under construction for more than a year. Now administrators say they are mostly complete. The school has updated classrooms and interior design, among many other things. Superintendent Damian Johnson says they have been working hard to get to this point.
We're working with FEMA and have received some assistance through them, and we have received our insurance proceeds, but at this point the cost of rebuild is significantly higher than that. So we're doing our best to make sure that we do this and still remain in good financial footing.
Johnson also says students have moved into their preschool, which is behind me, for the first time recently. I'll have more on that at 6. In Jenkins, Chandler Wilcox, WYMT Mountain News.
Johnson also thanked Burdine Free Will Baptist Church for their help. He says they had preschool classes there while they finished rebuilding. Some exciting news released today for people in Knott and surrounding counties. The Knott County Community Foundation and Knott County Schools Speech and Debate Team are partnering with Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky to host an evening with country music singer Clint Black. The event will raise money for various organizations in Knott County. It's scheduled for 7 p.m. on April 13th at the Morton Combs Athletic Complex. Tickets will go on sale at 6 p.m. on January 22nd. Earlier, Dustin Combs, the chair of the board of the Knott County Community Foundation, shared his excitement for the benefit concert and the impact it has the opportunity to make.
This gives us an opportunity to provide something for the people of Knott County and surrounding counties. It gives us the opportunity to raise money to build the endowment for the Knott County Community Foundation, and to also give back to the community to provide some funds to the long-term recovery group for flood survivors and some of the extracurricular organizations in Knott County.
Knott County native and country music singer Tyra Madison is also on the lineup for that evening. You can find a link to purchase tickets by clicking on this story on WYMT.com.
Well, after some wintry weather last week, we are tracking plenty of sunshine on this Monday afternoon. Let's take a live look from Perry County at Buffalo Mountain. You can see plenty of blue sky and sunshine back in the distance as that snow continues to melt on this Monday. Up on First Alert Pinpoint Doppler, all thanks to high pressure. Not a drop on the radar this afternoon, and that dry weather will also continue as we go into this evening. Those current temperatures are much milder than last week, in the upper 40s and lower 50s in some areas, up to 47 for Pikeville, 46 in Jackson, and 50 over in Somerset, also Manchester at this hour, and that warming trend will continue for much of this week. As we go into this evening, more dry weather is on the way. Those temperatures in the middle to upper 30s and some upper 20s and lower 30s as you wake up on Tuesday. Now we are dry overnight, but those rain chances are not too far away as a wet week is on the way. Those details plus your full 7-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Steve?
All right, Cameron, thank you. Well, the good news is it's finally getting warmer, but the bad news is it's getting warmer. As Amy Kiley explains, changing temperatures are bringing different types of severe weather this week.
Thank God I got all new equipment.
The death toll is rising from back-to-back storms, with Tennessee, Mississippi, and Oregon hit the worst. The severe weather isn't over yet, but it is changing. Soon, some places could be almost 30 degrees warmer than last week.
See it still kind of leaking and dripping down.
That's a break for people with frozen pipes.
There was a lot of loud pops, and I'm guessing that was all the pipes that were starting to crack.
The warm-up also helps places like Michigan City, Indiana, where people are digging out of 3 feet of recent snow.
I'm at people's beck and call because, number one, they have to get out.
People were asking us to clear out parking spot in front of their house.
But while warmer weather means less snow, it doesn't necessarily mean less precipitation. Today, the Central Plains are getting sleet and ice storms. That has officials in multiple states asking people to stay home. Areas farther south likely will see even warmer temperatures. There, forecasters predict heavy rain and a risk of flooding. I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Well, with just 1 day to go before New Hampshire's first in the nation primary, the race for the Republican presidential nomination is officially down to 2 candidates, former President Donald Trump and his former UN ambassador Nikki Haley. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis dropped out of the race yesterday, endorsing former President Trump. Meanwhile, the 2 remaining candidates stepped up their attacks on each other.
The radical left Democrats are supporting Nikki for a very simple reason, because they know she's easy to beat.
Chaos follows him, and we can't have a country in disarray and a world on fire and go through 4 more years of chaos. We won't survive it.
The latest polling shows Trump with a big advantage among Republicans in New Hampshire. President Biden's name is not on tomorrow's ballot because he's following the Democratic Party's decision to make South Carolina its first primary state. Much more ahead on First at 4, including a local artist honoring flood survivors with her art. Coming up, where you'll find this new mural and the message behind it.
Plus, we are dry this afternoon, but rain chances are looming. Those details coming up after this break.